Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today as I share with you an inspiring and captivating story titled The Incredible Story of the War Hero That Nobody Knows. When we think of war heroes, we often think of famous names like George Washington, Winston Churchill, or Douglas MacArthur, but there are many unsung heroes who have played a crucial role in shaping history, yet remain largely unknown to the general public. This is the story of one such hero, a man whose bravery and sacrifice helped to turn the tide of a major conflict, yet whose name is virtually unknown. Our hero's story begins during World War II, in a small village in Europe. He was just an ordinary young man, with no special training or military experience. But when his country was invaded by enemy forces, he knew he had to do something to help. So he joined a local resistance group, and began to fight back against the invaders with all his might. At first, our hero's efforts were small and somewhat disorganized. He and his fellow resistance fighters would ambush enemy patrols, sabotage supply lines, and gather intelligence on enemy movements. But as time went on, our hero's leadership and tactical skills began to emerge. He was a natural strategist, with an uncanny ability to anticipate the enemy's next move and to plan his own counterattacks. Over time, our hero's resistance group grew in size and strength, and became a force to be reckoned with. They began to win battles against the enemy, and to inspire other resistance groups to join their cause. Our hero himself became a legend among his fellow fighters, revered for his courage, skill, and unwavering dedication to the cause of freedom. But our hero's greatest test was yet to come. In the final days of the war, as the enemy forces were retreating, they launched a massive assault on our hero's village. The resistance fighters were outnumbered and outgunned, and it seemed as though all was lost. But our hero refused to give up. He rallied his troops, and led them in a daring and desperate counterattack. In the fierce fighting that followed, our hero was wounded multiple times, but he refused to back down. He continued to fight on, even as his comrades fell around him, until the enemy finally retreated in defeat. The battle was won, but our hero's injuries were severe. He was hailed as a hero by his fellow fighters, but he received little recognition outside of the resistance movement. After the war, he returned to his village, where he lived the rest of his life in relative obscurity. It's a shame that such a brave and selfless hero remained largely unknown to the world, but perhaps it is a reminder that there are many unsung heroes in every conflict. Who risk everything for the sake of freedom and justice. Our hero may be gone, but his legacy lives on, inspiring future generations to stand up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Thank you for listening to the incredible story of the war hero that nobody knows. May we never forget the sacrifices made by those who fought for our freedom, both famous and unknown.